The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. The Pharisees went off and plotted how they might entrap Jesus in speech. They sent their disciples to him with the Herodians, saying, "Teacher, we know that you are a truthful man, and that you teach the way of God in accordance with the truth. And you are not concerned with anyone's opinion, for you do not regard a person's status. Tell us then, what is your opinion? Is it lawful to pay the census tax to Caesar or not?" Knowing their malice, Jesus said, "Why are you testing me, you hypocrites? Show me the coin that pays the census tax." Then they handed him the Roman coin. He said to them, "Whose image is on this and whose inscription?" They replied, "Caesar's." At that he said to them, "Then repay to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So I can just imagine kind of throughout the country, all the different homilies that are being given today that are kind of more politically based. I mean, this is kind of a softball pitch to preachers with the upcoming elections, like talking about a little bit of politics. Repay to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. But I kind of see Jesus in this scene. I'm like, they throw him this political curveball, and I just see Jesus sighing. He's just like, come on, another political plug, Like Jesus is focused on the kingdom of God. That's his mission. And so they throw him this curveball. Jesus, he just stands back. All right, fine, crack, out of the park. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, God what belongs to God. On to the next one. If you're reading Luke, the next question, he's way beyond. He's back into the kingdom of God world and not messing with this political stuff. I'm not saying politics are not important, but in my observation of Jesus in the Gospels, he deals with politics like 0.1% of the time. He's very much onto the kingdom of God. And I'm thinking there's something we can learn from Jesus as well, especially in this time where everything is, what about the elections, right? Oh, okay, that's an important thing. And I hope I've instilled in you the importance of voting. We have this civic responsibility to go out and vote. We have also the duty to form our conscience. And I'm just playing it safe saying, hey, think about the culture of life and the culture of death when you go to the voting booth, okay? So I'd gladly help you more on that, but I think you get the picture. Okay, now I'm on to the next one. Let's go fishing, right? Let's don't dwell on this stuff. It consumes us. I hear people all the time worried about the outcome of the elections. Hey, man, I don't worry about what I can't change. Right? I do my part. I do my civic responsibility, and I'm on to the next one. I'm not going to dwell in this turmoil. And I don't think Jesus wants us to either. So he says, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, but to God what belongs to God. So my question to all of us, in the realm of our attention, do we give God his due? Right? In our minds, do we think about God and our faith and the kingdom of God as much as we think about politics, the presidential race and politics, whatever? It's not bad to think about that stuff and to be informed. But do we give God his due? Do the time we spend thinking about the things of this world, mainly in a political matter, so I'm saying, do they surpass the effort we give to God? And I'm just saying God deserves his due. That's what I feel like Jesus is saying here today. A reminder to all of us. Give God his due. How does that look? Okay, our media intake. Does the time we spend on Fox News or CNN match the time we spend on Catholic radio, reading the Bible? Listening to EWTN on TV or something, filling our lives with something good and wholesome. I'm just saying, man, this is good for us. Jesus wants us to be at peace and not to just be like all stir crazy about what's going to happen in three or 4 weeks. It's good. We need to do our civic responsibility, but we got to give God his due because we can't change that outcome. We can do our part, but who knows? Maybe November 4th, our guy didn't get in. Where are we going to be in our heart? Are we going to be in turmoil? No, we want to be at peace no matter what the circumstances are. So my encouragement today, and I think Jesus' encouragement to all of us today, is to give God his due with our attention. Do we spend more time thinking about politics than we do the kingdom of God, or vice versa? It's a gut check for me. It's a gut check for us all. I think God deserves his due in my life, and I find that when he gets the priority, my life is more at peace. That's the goal here. That's living in the kingdom of God already. So may we take Jesus at his word. Yes, give Caesar his due. Let's go out and vote. Let's vote with the culture of life in mind. But let's also give God his due and feed our minds and our hearts with the knowledge of God, the kingdom of God. Make that be our top priority and our attention span, that we may glorify God in all we do and be at peace.